Yes, people. Easy back here. We are back with a match reaction to last night's game. We're going to do a 10-minute quick match reaction talking about last night. Let's get straight into it. Simple as that. So, yeah, Nottingham Forest won, Liverpool won. Points dropped again in the Premier League. Twice in a row now. Back-to-back draws. Obviously, first one being Manchester United, second one being Forest. I've got mixed feelings about this game. Last night, when the game finished, I was pissed off. Another 2 points dropped, especially with the lack of chances we had. But now I've had a bit of time to actually think about it and watch stuff back. I feel a lot more positive about the result. I feel like we probably deserved to have won. I don't think that's wild to say. I think we did deserve to win with the amount of chances we had. I mean, let's just have a look at the stats. 23 shots to their 6. 7 on target to their 3. 4 big chances to their 1. Big chances missed, 3 to their none. 71% possession. 9 corners to their none. Expected goals, we should have expected 1.99 of expected goals. I'm annoyed because I felt like we should have won last night. And if we go to the lineup, we'll... Sorry, how has Matt Sels got a 7.7 rating? Just to real speak, he was my man of the match for both teams last night. Murillo got man of the match. I think Murillo was up there with man of the match, but some of the saves that Matt Sels saves were ridiculous. The one from Cody Gakpo, the one from Jota, where he does left foot, right foot shot, bang, saved it. Salah had a couple of chances. Genuinely, that game last night could have easily been 5-1. I feel like the scoreline doesn't do the game natural justice. The first half was really poor from Liverpool. First 5 minutes started off really strong, pinging a couple of shots from outside the box, especially with how compact and deep Forest were playing. We had no option but to shoot outside the box, hence why players like McAllister, Szoboszlai, Gakpo did it a couple of times, Diaz, Gravenberch had a couple as well, and obviously then Forest counter-attackers, lovely ball. I think it was from... who got the assist? Alanga. Yeah, Alanga got the assist, and then obviously Wood scores. I mean, should Alisson have saved it? Cross box. To be honest, we've seen Alisson save them before, and I think a lot of people are criticising Alisson, and a lot of people are saying, has Alisson been good from injury since coming back? I think he's faced 15 shots, and I think he's conceded 9. I don't think it's 9. Or is it? It can't be 9. Surely. I might have to have a look. I know he conceded against Leicester. That's 1. He conceded against Man U twice. That's 3. Conceded against Tottenham. Conceded another one yesterday. Didn't concede any against Accrington because obviously Kelleher played. He did obviously... Did he play the Tottenham game? Because I know he conceded 3 more than that. Yeah, I think he's conceded 9 out of 15 shots. Really good performance from them, that first half, and then obviously the second half. Murillo and Sels were outrageous. Murillo probably had one of his best games for Nottingham Forest, and Sels probably had the best game of his career, to be honest with you, with the amount of saves he made. But poor first half, second half, really up the tempo, winning back the ball, dominating the ball, pinging shots from all different angles. Actually, it looked like we had more of a game plan in the second half compared to the first half, because the first half it looked like we just didn't really have a game plan. We were doing the exact same thing, pass it to Gakpo, cross it into the box. Nothing was coming off at the end of it. I just wish we started Jota, because if we're going based off the game plan in the first half, I felt like Jota probably bags one of the two. Jota was really good at heading the ball. But Well, we're back. I had to quickly change location, but yeah, back on the game. I feel like Forest, I think they had a good performance, but Liverpool deserved all 3 points. And I don't think that's cliche. Murillo and Sels had the game of their lives. Not to say like Liverpool absolutely brilliant. Like we missed chances. The first half we were dreadful. Hudson-Odoi was cooking Trent. I think everyone's seen that image where Trent's trying to defend against Hudson-Odoi and he's falling over. Elanga was cooking Andy Robertson, cooking him. Another poor performance from Andy Robertson. And the left back situation now is becoming a real problem for Liverpool because I feel like Tsimikas isn't it long term and Robertson isn't it now. So I feel like in the summer, the left back situation is the 100%. Like, got to get that job done. And that's the first thing. We can't wait long into the summer for that. That's when the window open. I expect Liverpool to go and sign a left back immediately. If that's a Kirkes, a Robertson, or an Nori, just a couple of left backs off the top of my head that Liverpool have been linked with. But overall, he had a good performance for Liverpool. I would say Gravenberch was good again. I think Szoboszlai was good in the second half. I feel like he proved a bit of why we missed him, especially in that second half with his energetic press and stuff like that. Virgil was good. Virgil van Dijk in the past couple of games has really stepped up and let this Liverpool team know how badly we've actually been performing in the past couple of games. Proper captain, we've got Virgil van Dijk, and another reason why he needs to set the football club. I thought Luis Diaz was poor. I thought Mo Salah was poor. I kind of get why Mo Salah stayed on the pitch out of everyone because, look, we know Mo Salah can do it at any minute in the 90th minute. Like that, there's only been 2 games this season in the Premier League where Mohamed Salah has not got either a goal or assist, and that's both against Nottingham Forest. I get why keeping him on the pitch because I feel like you get the sense if you take Salah off, now the team's got a bit more belief. Maybe they'll go by 15-10% in terms of belief and stuff like that, and they'll go for a bit more. But second half, we should have genuinely scored 2 minimum 3, maybe even 4 or 5. To be honest with you, I think that's one of the reasons why I feel a lot more positive after today because, we're not going to be coming against world-class goalkeepers every week in Matt Sels. I'm not going to be coming up against a really good defence in Nico Williams and Murillo, Milivojevic and Aina, who were brilliant last night. I thought Anderson was really good for them as well. I think he's one of the signings of the season, to be honest with you. For 15-20 million for what they paid for him, you can play the 10 role, the 8 role, the double pivot as he was, up and down the pitch. Really good, talented player. Anderson, obviously, Milinkovic, they brought in the summer. He's been really good this season, probably one of the best centre backs in the league. We came up against a really good side, and this is a side that's only lost twice at home this season. So we have to feel positive. They are third in the league. It's not they're 15th, 20th. Do you know what I mean? They've improved massively over the past couple of years under Nuno Espirito Santo. So, and this is a team that's probably in contention for definitely the top 4. And if Forest won, they would have only been 3 points off Liverpool. So there was always going to be up for it, especially at the City Ground. Liverpool and Forest games have actually been really good over the past couple of years. They've actually got a decent record against us. So we just have to take that on the chin, to be honest with you, and then, dust ourselves down and go on to Brentford. I think if Liverpool drop points against Brentford, that's when the issues can start to align. You can start saying, look, are we in more of a sticky patch than what we are? I think every season, even teams that have gone on to win the league, you don't win every single game. You are going to have games where you drop points 2-3 times in a row. It happens in title races. This isn't a shock. The Liverpool team would have known this, and us as a fan base should have known and expect this. This team is beatable. Every single team is beatable. But yeah, obviously it's a big point now for us. We actually are going to whip up the fixtures. So obviously, like I said, we have got Brentford next. Liverpool, Brentford on Saturday, must win. We have to go and win that. Then obviously we've got the Champions League, but the Champions League is all about wrapped up. So full strength against Brentford. I think we see a mixed Chiefs team against Lille in the Champions League. Another thing, a lot of people are saying this Liverpool team looks tired. I don't think it looks tired. Literally 2 weeks ago, we was battering West Ham 5-0, Leicester 3-1, coming back against Fulham from 10 men, 1-0 down. Will people saying we was tired then? No, and that was literally 2-3 weeks ago. People are only saying that because we've dropped points. You know, if in previous seasons when Man City have dropped points like 2-3 games in a row, do people say they're tired and they look leggy and no energetic? No, they don't. So why should it be the same for Liverpool? Beat Brentford on Saturday, absolute must. Rest against Lille. Champions League was all about done. Then obviously we've got Ipswich, PSV again. So if you actually look at the fixtures, we've only got one game a week because obviously they're mixing with 2 Champions League games. So that's really good for Liverpool. You know, if people are thinking we're tired, the thing is, we've basically got a full strength team back. Obviously, Darwin's been suspended. Obviously, Gomez is out, so that's another positive. I just think certain players can definitely improve since coming back from injury, like Alisson, Kanate. And, you know, that sometimes happens in football. Sometimes it does take a bit of a player to get back to the best. So I'm not worried about them. They, you know, they're world-class players. Then after that, obviously, we've got Bournemouth. Then obviously Tottenham in the Cup. Then Argyle. So realistically, we've not got games every 3-4 days until about middle of Feb. Because obviously you've got Brentford, Champions League, Ipswich, Champions League, Bournemouth, and then you've got Tottenham. Then we've got Tottenham on the 6th, and then we've got a day's rest, and then we got Argyle. So we're going to see a massive change in teams, I think. You're not going to see no team play against... Well, whoever plays against Tottenham is obviously not going to play against Plymouth. Like, that is actually mad. I remember when we had to do that, I think it was the Club World Cup. We played Aston Villa, and we put out, like, the under-18s, lost 5-0, and then we went and played in the Club World Cup. I think it was against, like, Montenegro, wasn't it? Something like that. And then, obviously, we've got Everton, which is the game-in-hand game, then Wolves, Man City, Newcastle. Let's actually have a look at the Premier League table now. Obviously, Liverpool are still top. They are 6 points clear of Forest. 7 points clear of Arsenal. And obviously, if Arsenal win tonight, that's 4. It'll be a 4-point gap. And obviously, we've got to go and win our get back in game in hand. So as it stands, with no games in hand, Liverpool are 7 points clear. Obviously, we've still got to play Arsenal at Anfield. So that's I always say I think that's the big difference. We've already played them at the Emirates. We have a very good record against Arsenal at Anfield. You know, I think it was like 2011 or 2012 was the last time. I think it was 2010 the last time they beat us at Anfield. So we have a very good record against them at Anfield. So I'm fairly relaxed about that. And obviously Man City dropping points again. You know, we've actually got them fairly soon, to be fair. We've actually got Man City very, very fairly soon. I think it is at the end of the next month. We have them. So we just got to stay relaxed, stay composed. You know, last night's result is what it is. We're coming against a very good side. There's no shame in dropping points. And our slot has respected and said that. And another thing, I think a lot of people saying Slot became too obsessed with trying to beat Forest as well. So obviously he has mentioned it a couple of times, losing to them. Our only loss in the league this season is Forest. You know, I don't buy into any of that nonsense, to be honest with you. I think Slot is an ultimate professional, as he has shown. And another thing, I think Slot, you know, proved why I think the one thing he has over a lot of better managers is in-game tactics and substitutions. Look at the tactics he made yesterday. Brings on Tsimikas and Jota at the same time. 20 seconds later, we get a goal from a corner. Bang. I think for me now, Tsimikas starts the next game. I think Jota has to start the next game, to be honest with you. If Diaz is going to play, I want him to go back on the left and mix shifts between him and Cody Gakpo, because that in-between change that we was doing, one game would be Gakpo, one game would be Diaz. I thought that was really good. And when Jota starts, he has a very good record when starting for Liverpool as well. So I think Jota has 87 goals in like 105 games for Liverpool. So Jota should be starting for Liverpool. He's the best finisher at Liverpool, just about how good Mohamed Salah and how good numbers he gets. So I've always said it. I think if Jota and Salah play the same amount of games, I think Jota bags more goals. If he gets the chances Salah gets. That's just my opinion. Some people will probably say that's a wild shout. I don't think it is. But on to Brentford. It is the North London derby tonight. We'll be doing a match reaction and a watch along for that. Make sure you do tune in. But until then, make sure you take care, like, comment, and subscribe. Up the Reds. And I'm sure we'll be back to winning ways very soon.